Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.
Liu Dongcheng, the Serpent of the Three Demon Fists, is the prestigious prodigy of Purgatory. Hailing from Taiwan, he is the most temperamental gladiator to ever be a part of the A-list division. Much like my favorite drug dealer, Liu Dongcheng has a very rough time staying in tip-top form, requiring his gears to be meshing. In such a state, Carlos Medel, a prolific A-list gladiator who won a bout against him, said he would most likely suffer a loss. This sentiment was even shared by Lolong Donair, the king of Purgatory, stating that Leo would have provided him a challenge if his gears were rolling. So, is Liu Dongcheng worth this much praise, or does his title as prodigy need to be put into question? Let's find out. Liu Dongcheng was a child destined to learn martial arts. His father held a clout in the Taiwanese martial arts sphere, while his mother held ties to Chinese martial arts. While at a very young age, Leo was forced to learn several different styles at the same time, revealing talent that surpassed both of his parents. Alongside Nikaido Ren, who lived in the same town, Liu Dongcheng was considered a prodigy. However, due to the relationship between China and Taiwan, Leo was seen as little more than a political tool. Although I don't know how influential a martial artist would be in advancing any agendas, Leo sensed that he had to pick sides. But in order to escape the struggle between the two nations, Leo fled to the underground martial arts scene, eventually arriving in Purgatory, which was based in Japan. Despite his fairly temperamental attitude, Leo was able to become a mainstay of the A-list division. Alongside Fei Wangfeng and Lu Tian, Leo was considered by the audience as one of the three strongest Chinese martial artists in Purgatory. This group was dubbed the Three Demon Fists. Among this group, Fei and Leo share a single win-loss record with each other, while Lu Tian overcame Leo by exploiting his mental state. Leo has also defeated the likes of Nidon Monkbot, a tremendously powerful war member. Leo also possesses his share of losses, Carlos Medel responsible for one of them. Due to his skill, Liu Dongcheng was chosen to represent Purgatory in their tournament against the Kengen Association. After witnessing Nidon's death, Leo went berserk and attacked the Gao Ryuki, the fighter responsible for his passing. However, Leo couldn't exact his revenge due to intervention from both teams. Liu Dongcheng would later face Tokuno Tokumichi in the 10th round of the tournament. Although Leo had the advantage in terms of striking, Tokuno proved a more tenacious fighter, taking Leo down multiple times with his takedowns and submissions. However, Leo's diversity of defensive techniques enabled him to survive and fire off his potent strikes despite sustaining a broken arm. This match in particular reminded me of the Kengen Annihilation tournament. Even after all is said and done, once a match is over, there are no longer any competing sides. In a tournament filled with contempt, corruption, and mystery, Leo's fight with Tokuno Tokumichi provides a breath of fresh air. Now, on to strengths and weaknesses. Liu Dongcheng possesses a large amount of strikes and some miscellaneous techniques. Fajin is an efficient strike that enables Leo to hit far beyond his weight class. By virtue of Fajin being an internal blow, it bypasses conventional defenses by targeting vital regions of the body. Leo's other strikes include Tai Sao Kan, a shoulder strike used in close range, and the famed 1-inch punch, a strike that requires 0 range. Leo also uses a wide range of kicks. Apart from his strikes, Leo possesses some defensive techniques. Hajin is a soft power technique that disperses the impact of blunt strikes and throws. It is most commonly used by spinning around blows, but can be used in many other forms. Other techniques include Mabu, a wide stable stance with a low center of gravity. It is used for preventing tackles and other straightforward takedowns by his opponents. Now, onto weaknesses. Liu Dongcheng stands 175 centimeters and weighs 69 kilograms. In essence, Leo is a string bean. Based on his weight and by feats in the story, Leo isn't the most durable fighter. Point is, Leo cannot afford to be careless and must be on point at all times with Hajin. Also, due to his height, his effective range is usually eclipsed by his opponent. So Leo has to work extra hard to land any direct blows while trying to mitigate damage. These grievances are further compounded by his next attribute. Liu Dongcheng is known for possessing a very short temper. This trait prevents Leo from fighting efficiently, making his techniques and overall talent far sloppier than usual. Due to the weaknesses presented by his overall build, his personality hinders his fighting prowess to a very high degree. Before we get into matchups, please be sure to subscribe. Now, onto the rest of the video. We will begin Purgatory matchups starting with Carlos Medel. Carlos Medel is a super quick boxer who swarms his opponent with jabs, or will transform into a capoeirista by launching powerful kicks from unpredictable positions. In this matchup, Leo can easily defend himself from Carlos's kicks with Hajin, and will eventually find an opportunity to strike back. However, if Carlos was to use his boxing, Leo's Hajin would not be able to neutralize all of Carlos's jabs, and Leo would face continuous pressure from Carlos's swarmer strategy. Therefore, Leo doesn't have a good matchup against boxers. Liu Dongcheng loses. The Falcon is a ninja who utilizes misdirection and sidesteps to always keep his opponents guessing. In this matchup, Falcon's strategy will not be effective as Leo doesn't utilize foresight regularly. However, Leo cannot avoid Falcon's partially trained claws with Hajin, because instead of blunt damage, Falcon ends up lacerating his opponents. Also, Falcon will not need to use the full depth of his ninjutsu. He'll just need his gang signs, as sidestepping will not be effective, because they will only open him up to Leo's techniques. Therefore, Leo's Hajin will not come in handy. Liu Dongcheng loses. Toei Mudo is the beefy boy of Purgatory. As such, he currently boasts the greatest power and durability within the A-list division. This is mostly attributed to his family style of combat, which revolves around redirecting power and unleashing it back at his opponents, similar to Niku's style Demon's Bane. In this matchup, Leo can run through Toei's water kata equivalents and his raw durability by using Fajin. However, Toei can redirect Leo's power, and Leo can redirect Toei's power with Hajin. So in this deadlock, Leo is the one leaving scot-free because Toei's redirection is based offensively, whereas Leo's redirection is completely defensive, dispersing the power rather than changing its course. Therefore, Leo has the power to avoid all of Toei's blows, despite their monstrous power. Liu Dongcheng wins. Yumigahama the Traitor is a fighter who utilizes his impressive range to pelt his opponents down from a distance with his vast arsenal of weapon-like techniques. It should be noted that Yumigahama is a poor grappler, is very weak to soft power, and has poor short-range coverage. In this matchup, Yumigahama reigns supreme. Due to the nature of Kamajo's spearmanship, Yumi can neutralize Hajin because he imitates a stabbing weapon. Also, this is a matchup where Leo's shortcomings in the form of his relatively short range become more prominent. Therefore, because Yumi can neutralize Hajin, Leo has no means of protecting himself and of bridging the distance. Liu Dongcheng loses. Although this matchup has already been decided, I will talk about the reasoning behind it because I need to put it into the record. Nidon Monkbot is a Mongolian wrestler who can predict his opponents with the Eye of the Sky and reduce the power of traditional blows through his soft power. In this matchup, Leo is incapable of surpassing the Eye of the Sky. However, due to the efficient nature of Fajin, Leo's strikes can run right through Nidon's soft power and penetrate straight to his vitals. Therefore, Leo can effectively neutralize Nidon's defense. Liu Dongcheng wins. A practitioner of the formless style, Liu Tian is a completely unpredictable fighter who can adapt to any situation. However, it should be noted that he possesses slower reactions due to the preponderance of techniques. In this matchup, Liu Tian's formless wouldn't be as effective because Leo doesn't generally use foresight. Also, Hajin will enable him to sustain his blows. However, due to the vast arsenal of the formless style, Liu Tian doesn't solely possess blows, but also a variety of grabs, throws, and locks. In any case, Liu Tian would easily adapt to Hajin, and due to his unpredictable nature, he can also evade Leo's strikes. Therefore, Leo has no means of striking back or contesting Liu Tian. Liu Dongcheng loses. Alan Wu is a member of the Wu clan and possesses a body built for taking strikes. In this matchup, Leo can run through Alan's durability thanks to his Fajin, and can disperse the impact of his blows through Hajin. Therefore, Guhan or not, Alan has no means of harming Leo. Liu Dongcheng wins. Jiroda is a master of manipulating balance and can toss his opponents with only the friction of his fingers, meaning he doesn't need to grab his opponent, he simply tosses them. This technique is known as the swing, and it's basically a super fast throw that has the potential to kill someone. In this matchup, Hajin doesn't protect Leo from Jiroda's manipulation. However, the impact itself can be stopped by Hajin, so Leo is capable of sustaining the swing. Since Leo's Fajin ignores conventional defense, Jiroda will not be able to guard against them as effectively. Therefore, Leo has the potential to become Jiroda's nemesis. Liu Dongcheng wins. Nicholas is a paralysis machine whose blows manage to paralyze his opponents. Aside from this ability, Nicholas boasts the fastest reaction speed in Purgatory, and his Sahat enables him to strike at the maximum length of his distance, or in close proximity. In this matchup, Hajin doesn't protect Leo from paralysis, therefore Liu gets paralyzed and has no means of defending himself. Liu Dongcheng loses. Time for the Kengen matches. Considering Leo's attributes, he will be facing opponents who made it to the second and third rounds of the Annihilation Tournament. But first, a few honorable mentions. Okubo is an MMA fighter who utilizes a combination of blows, throws, locks, and holds to surpass his opponent's expectations. In this matchup, Okubo's strategy will not be very effective because Leo doesn't regularly use foresight. Also, Okubo's striking will be worthless due to Hajin. However, Okubo can quite easily take him down and lock up a submission. Therefore, Okubo's synthesis would work against him. All he would need is his grappling. Liu Dongcheng loses. Inaba Ryo can choke out his opponents from a distance using his hair. In this matchup, Leo doesn't have the raw power necessary to tear his hair strands apart. Due to the range gap between the two, Leo will get caught very easily. Therefore, Leo gets countered by Inaba. Liu Dongcheng loses. Hanafusa Hajime can kill anybody. If Leo was forced to fight Hanafusa, both the Chinese and the Taiwanese decided to form a coalition for the very first time to dispose of this man. So that's pretty rough, buddy. Meguro Masaki is a judoka who doesn't feel much pain. Instead, it's replaced with pleasure. In this matchup, Leo's striking would simply humor Meguro because his pain tolerance is immense. Unless a strike causes mortal injury like a strike to the neck or head, Meguro will still be standing. Although Leo can most likely sustain Meguro's throws, he will get mounted and be at Meguro's complete mercy. Therefore, Liu Dongcheng loses. Nikaido Ren is a practitioner of the Heavenly Wolf's Fist, a fighting style built around hypnosis and more famously the battleground. In this matchup, Leo will definitely fall prey to Nikaido's hypnosis attack. However, if Leo has experienced it once, he will not fall prey to it ever again. But even so, if Leo can sustain a Rasen hook from Nitoku without using Hajin, he can sustain Nikaido's Fajin quite easily. Therefore, Nikaido's ace in the hole is ineffective. Liu Dongcheng wins. Now to the real Kengen matches. A fight between two prodigies. In this matchup, Leo's Hajin is worthless and his strikes can be easily predicted by Cosmo's foresight. Although Leo can most likely protect himself from Cosmo's scissor kick with horse stance, Cosmo can still use the zone to lock Leo in a hold. Therefore, because Leo hasn't exhibited greater than normal reaction speed or the use of surprise strategies, Leo is simply choked out. Liu Dongcheng loses. The main character of the story versus the power of friendship. In this matchup, Oma can easily redirect Leo's Fajin, but Leo can disperse all of Oma's blows with Hajin, including Demon's Wing. So, Oma will utilize techniques like Weeping Willow and Flowing Edge to deflect Leo's blows. When Oma needs to switch to grappling, Oma can dodge Leo's Fajin with Phantom Pace, perform a takedown with Jellyfish Hold, and lock up a submission with Water Dragon's Bane. Therefore, Oma has a diverse amount of moves that enable him to surpass Hajin. Liu Dongcheng loses. Chinese Drip versus Congolese Drip. In this matchup, Leo's Hajin doesn't protect him from either the eye poke or the heart jab. Therefore, the Congolese dude outdoes the Chinese martial artist at Chinese martial arts. Liu Dongcheng loses. Wakatsuki is a karateka with immense power. In this matchup, Leo can disperse Wakatsuki's Herculean might. However, due to Wakatsuki's full contact karate rust, Leo will not be capable of neutralizing his blows and would face continuous pressure from Wakatsuki's flurry of strikes. Therefore, Leo doesn't have a favorable matchup against karatekas. Liu Dongcheng loses. Japanese Sasuke versus Chinese Sasuke. In this matchup, Liu Dongcheng has the potential to disperse Mikazuchi's Lightning Flash with Hajin. However, the same cannot be said for Mikazuchi's Sunfire. Due to the nature of Sunfire and its constant output of blows, Leo's Hajin wouldn't protect him as effectively. Therefore, Mikazuchi shouldn't risk using Lightning Flash. Liu Dongcheng loses. The Unreachable Man versus some Chinese dude. In this matchup, Leo's Hajin cannot disperse the Devil Lance because it doesn't administer blunt force because it's a piercing technique. Therefore, Kuroki can surpass it no problem. Liu Dongcheng loses. Our favorite underachiever. Hatsumi likes to defeat his opponents by grabbing their wrist and throwing the triple strike combination or tossing them. If he ever felt the inclination, Hatsumi can just use Star Drop. In this matchup, Leo can easily counter Hatsumi's Star Drop by using his Fajin and can sustain his throws by using Hajin. However, Hatsumi still has his triple strike combination. Since Leo has never used a Jujutsu finger lock, Hatsumi can still win. Therefore, Liu Dongcheng loses. Finally, the Autist of Mitsudo. In this matchup, Ajito's martial arts wouldn't be as effective due to Leo's Hajin. However, Ajito can still use the Formless style. Due to the vast arsenal of the Formless, Ajito doesn't solely possess blows, but also a variety of grabs, throws, and locks. Therefore, Ajito can overcome Leo easily without using his synergy or his martial arts. Liu Dongcheng loses. Ah yes, the Japanese legal system. In this matchup, Okoye's right police style wouldn't be as effective because of Leo's Fajin. Leo can even disperse the power of his hammer fists with Hajin. This even goes for Okoye's stance of suppression. Although biting is a very effective strategy, it has never resulted in Okoye's victory. Therefore, Liu Dongcheng wins. Here is a guy who desperately needs justice because he's a menace to society. In this matchup, the impact of Rain's techniques would be dispersed by Hajin. Although Kuri Rain has an increased pain tolerance, Fajin is still capable of running through his natural defense. Therefore, removal or not, Rain needs better techniques. Liu Dongcheng wins. Julius Reinhold is the beefy boy of the Kengen Association. His signature technique, the God-killing drill, is able to derail soft power manipulation right in its tracks. as seen with Toei's redirection. In this matchup, Julius can surpass Hajin by using his god-killing drill. Therefore, Leo cannot defend himself at all. Liu Dongcheng loses. Sekibahase Jun is the more charismatic beefy boy of the Kengen Association. In this matchup, Sekibahase's defensive tricks and his ability to reflect damage can be bypassed by Leo's Fajin. Although Sifting Vitals had some success, it didn't prevent Leo's strikes from taking shape. Although Sekibahase puts the pro in pro wrestling, Leo's Hajin is more than capable of dealing with his theatrical throws and his push strikes. Therefore, Liu Dongcheng wins. The village Chad trying to become Hokage. In this matchup, Sopang's kamikaze style would give Leo ample opportunities to use Fajin. However, due to Sopang's torrent of blows, Leo will not be capable of neutralizing all of them and would face continuous pressure from his lit wave. Therefore, Liu Dongcheng is incapable of defending himself, whereas Sopang is capable of damaging Leo. Liu Dongcheng loses. Finally, a male yandere. In this matchup, Kiryu's Raksasa Palm surpasses Hajin because it doesn't rely on blunt force, but the centrifugal force resulting from a spinning palm strike. Since Leo doesn't regularly use foresight, he would also fall prey to the blink. Therefore, Leo is incapable of surpassing Satsuna. Liu Dongcheng loses. Here is a guy who desperately needs to stay away from the justice system. In this matchup, Leo's Hajin would disperse the impact of Bando's arm whips. However, Fajin is irrelevant because Bando is capable of moving entire organs throughout his body, not just sifting them. Therefore, Leo has no means of damaging Bando. Liu Dongcheng loses. The exemplary citizen of Thailand versus a Chinese outcast. In this matchup, Hajin isn't very effective because Galang would continuously pressure Leo with flicker jabs. Also, Galang possesses the range advantage, so Leo wouldn't be in range for his Fajin. Therefore, Leo is a sitting duck. Liu Dongcheng loses. Liu Dongcheng is not very great. For a prodigy, he doesn't really have a particular skill that sets him out from the rest. Even so, he can overcome differences in power with his techniques and has good matchups against upright grapplers who are professionals at throwing opponents. However, Leo will struggle against submission-type ground grapplers and strikers who are faster than him. In the improvements section, Leo's matchups against submission grapplers can be heavily improved with acupuncture. In Kengen Ashura, Mutabo was able to escape a grisly submission from Okatsuki by stabbing his acupuncture points. If Leo was to learn similar techniques, his matchups against Cosmo, Oma, and Okubo would be greatly improved. As for very swift strikers, foresight will be very necessary against the likes of Mikazuchi and Carlos. With these two improvements, his record would look slightly different. But, as it stands now, his title of prodigy should be put into question. Hi, it's the cyborg whale, named after Italian cheese and a dessert item. Thank you for watching. Terasi is a very mysterious figure and his style of combat has yet to be introduced. Therefore, my next video will be about the muscular monarch from Purgatory, Toei Mudo. If this interests you, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of when I upload. Until next time, peace.